Captain America Brave New World has a trailer from Comic-Con, and they also released a sneak peek at D23. And I want to break down just some of the big plot points here of the trailer. And I think that we're in store for a big movie. Deadpool and Wolverine was so good. They've already crossed the $1 billion mark globally. And it's a great movie. Again, go see it. But now Marvel has to stick that landing. They have to produce the Captain America movie, and it's got to blow it out of the park. Because Infinity Saga, we were all about the next movie, the next movie. You can't have one great movie after the up and downs we've had for the last 4 years and blow this one. Like Captain America Brave New World has to knock it out of the park. And I think they will. Let's break down a couple of points. I want to start off with a couple of the villains that I think are going to be the main villains of the movie. Tim Blake Nelson is the leader. He's from the original Hulk movie. We haven't seen him in quite a while, so he did kind of say on the panel at Comic-Con that his leader is going to go after, what's coming to him from the government, things that he thinks he got robbed of. And I think he's going to be one of the main villains, and also the Serpent Society. So Giancarlo Esposito has officially announced he is Sidewinder, which he's the king of the Serpent Society. So I know that he'll have other people under him, but pretty much the trailer alludes to the Serpent Society being dispatched to kill Captain America. I think Tim Blake Nelson, the leader, is the one doing that. Now everyone's talking about Red Hulk. Harrison Hulk is what we're going to call him. I don't think he's the main villain, and I'm going to go on record and say that just from how it looks, he's very erratic, right? He's very, he's going crazy, kind of like the Hulk was going crazy when he first got his powers. And I think Tim Blake Nelson's the leader, infects Harrison Ford with the Hulk serum. And I think that he's trying to use him as either a distraction or a way to kill Captain America. And I think by the end of the movie, they'll kind of have Harrison Ford maybe figure it out a little bit, or maybe that's where we see the Incredible Hulk come. We see Mark Ruffalo, and maybe he helps him guide through the powers. But I don't think he's the main villain. I really don't. I think that he's a distraction, or he's leading us off the path in the trailers. Marvel loves to do that in their trailers. They're leading us off the path. Red Hulk is here, but I think that they're going to have a lot of crazy fight scenes, but it's not like he's the main villain. So Serpent Society, the leader, I think those are the villains, but I think the leader is the main villain of this movie. And at D23, they did show Red Hulk footage, basically what I've seen online, and I'm sure they're going to release it. I'm not going to show it here because copyright strikes. So we're just getting started. We don't want to go away. They did show Harrison Ford pretty much addressing some reporters, and he starts acting erratic. And then as they're trying to subdue him, he disappears behind the podium and he emerges full Harrison Hulk. And it's very good graphics. It looks good. But again, I don't think he's the main villain, but I am excited to see Red Hulk in this movie. And you're going to see Mark Ruffalo's Hulk in this movie. We're going to see the Hulk at some point in this movie. I guarantee it. Whether it's toward the end, I don't know, but it's going to happen. One of the craziest parts of the movie is we're finally going to see what's happening with the dead celestial Tiamat that's in the ocean. It's crazy because the Eternal movie, it wasn't as great. Everyone was right. It wasn't like a great Marvel movie. I thought it was interesting enough that it held my attention, learning the new characters. But again, I love the comic books. But I think that it had a lot of potential. But I think that you were trying to introduce too many people at one time. Maybe that should have been a Disney Plus series where you see a different Eternal each week, and then kind of build them up that way. And then you have an Eternals movie where you don't got to explain 95 different things and what's going on and all that. So the fact that this dead celestial has been in the ocean for this long and it hasn't really been referenced is like mind blowing. That's like if it's dead celestial came out of our Earth, you'd never see anything else but that on the news and like whatever is going on. So it is interesting that we're finally getting to see that. And one of the best fight scenes in the trailer is Captain America, and he has Falcon wings, even though he's got the shield, and the new Falcon that's under him. They're fighting over the dead celestial. And I think it's going to be like there's a big war going on. Like so they're pretty much saying that the dead celestial has adamantium. So now, how do we get the adamantium? Like, how does America get it? Because Japan will want it. China's gonna want. Everyone's gonna want adamantium. So now, how do we get that? So Captain America gets dispatched by Harrison Ford, I'm assuming, to get that. And I should say Thunderbolt Ross, but he's Harrison Ford, so he gets that respect. He's just Harrison Ford. But yeah, so the fight scene is crazy. They're gonna be fighting over adamantium, and we'll see what happens there. But finally, getting some explainers of the dead celestial and it being kind of a big forefront of the beginning of this movie, I want to say, and um, I'm excited. It's gonna be good. So overall, Captain America, Brave New World, they've got to stick to landing. They have to knock it out of the park, and I think they will. I think that they will. There is one thing I'd like to see in the comments. You can argue with me if you want, and that's fine. Me personally, if he's going to be Captain America, Sam Wilson, by the end of this movie, something has to persuade him to take the serum. He's not Captain America without that serum. For me, he's Falcon with a shield. I mean, what is special about him to be Captain America? So he should take the serum. He should be super strong and one of the Avengers that can be relied on moving forward is how I see that. But again, if I'm wrong, drop it in the comments. I'd love to debate you on it. But yeah, overall, great movie trailer. Pretty excited about it, and they have to knock it out of the park. Let's get back on track, Marvel, all the way to Secret Wars. Let's get back to basics, and I'm excited. Drop in the comments if you're excited for the trailer. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe. We're gonna release all kinds of content, and if there's any content you want to see us do, let us know. So appreciate you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.